everybody, and welcome to my channel. We have a very exciting topic today. Okay, alright, you got it? So, I'm so excited to sit here and be talking about this. It's very interesting. Um, I love Native American culture. It's a very much part of who I am because of my heritage. So, without further ado, let's go ahead and get into our video. Alright. And if you like this video, thumbs up. And if you ain't a part of the fam, come on and join. Alright, y'all ready? We're going to get into this now. We're going to get a little deep over here, okay? You ready? Okay, let go. Let go. When it comes to a two-spirit person, in the Native American culture, it was very much different. And it was much more accepted. So a two-spirit person is what Western European would call, or our tradition would call, gay. Okay? But really, a two-spirit person can't be defined as gay because some of them would choose a female partner or a male partner and it be a male or female. So it would consist of basically, lesbian, gay, transsexual, that group, okay? But the thing about a two-spirit person, they wasn't looked at for their sexuality. They were looked at because they could come from a perspective of either a male or a female. Their minds was much more open. Spiritually, they were much more open. And the Native Americans celebrated that because they saw that as something special, you know. A two-spirit person in Native American culture was very much held in high esteem. And a lot of times they would call the person a male or a female based on the things that they like to do. Whether they would want to go hunt with the men or stay home and help knit quilts or that kind of thing. They were recognized for their role in the society, and they were seen and respected as what they wanted to be seen as, but at the same time, they were also seen and recognized for what they were born as. They never forgot, if they were actually a male or a female. But the thing about Native American culture, everything is very spiritual. And Native American culture really does focus more on the non-physical realm. They looked at things and looked at the spiritual aspect of things instead of the physical, realm of things. And when you think about it, like in Native American culture, everybody had a place in society. There was a welcome place for everybody. And Western culture is very closed-minded. And it's very out of touch, Native Americans were very much in touch with the physical things, but they also was in touch with nature, with life, and they knew that in respected everything. And all life is sacred in a Native American culture. And a lot of my beliefs about life and respect and value comes from that part of my heritage. A lot of my gifts centers through that part of my heritage because I'm a lot like my ancestors with that. I focus more on the spiritual aspect of things as the physical. And I really wish that society would be more open and understanding like Native American culture was. They realized that at the end of the day, it's not about what somebody does. It's about the person that they are, what they contribute to society, what they do for themselves and for others. Native Americans didn't have a hard time accepting people for who they are and really loving people for who they are. But they still recognize that, you have to have a good character. You have to have good qualities. It was about honor, love, respect, and understanding. And it's sad because if we would take that, it's the same thing with Christianity. The real basis value of being a Christian is showing God's love regardless of what somebody does. That doesn't mean that you have to accept what they do or agree with what they do. I'm sure there was some Native American members that didn't believe that it was natural for somebody to be a two-spirit person. And that's fine. But they understood that they're human like them. And they breathe. And they have life like them. And at the end of the day, that should be respected. And the character of that person should be respected. And that, good character and a loving heart was greater and more precious than a lot of other things in this world. When it comes to history, our society has misunderstood the true value of what it means to show God's love. And the fact that a two-spirit person had their own acceptance, and had a unique place in the society of that culture really does show a form of God's love. Even if they didn't believe in God, it still showed God's love in a very unique way. Because God loves us, period. And when He looks at us, He sees our heart and He sees our intention. He doesn't like the sin, and He doesn't accept the sin because He wants us to be able to be free and to be happy and to thrive, in Him. And He doesn't treat us in a hateful way just because of how we think or what we do. You know what I mean? Like, he accepts us, he just doesn't accept that sin. And that's where a lot of people miss it. The best way to sit there and show things like that is like the Native Americans did. They had their own place in society for a two-spirit person. And really, honestly, somebody that would be considered a two-spirit, a lot of times, they do have a unique understanding of both. And they do bring, I'm so sorry, my computer off. Somebody that is considered, you know, gay, bisexual, whatnot, you know, that whole little group is very diverse and it's very different. And I'm not saying that every viewpoint is correct. But what I am saying is that the uniqueness and the perspectives that they bring, there's some truth in them. You know, it should be when Native Americans celebrated a two-spirit person, it was more of a celebration, not of the fact that they were like that, but just that they were unique, they were different, and they were celebrating that aspect of their culture that, you know, their culture is unique, it's different. There are different aspects of a culture, you know, and they celebrated their culture as a whole. You know, they celebrated their people, the differentness, the uniqueness, and whatnot. So, um, yeah. I do not believe in that. I do not accept that behavior as a part of being normal, you know. But I do love the person. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't agree with what they're doing. I don't agree with how they live when it comes to that. But they're a person. They're alive. And I honor and respect that. And I love that person because that's a person. They struggle just like I do. They go through things like I do. And if I can sit here and help somebody by showing them a little bit of kindness and a little bit of understanding, then that's what I'm going to do. Because at the end of the day, I want somebody to show me kindness and understanding. You know, I want somebody to accept me as I am and understand that that is just how I am. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I get it. You know, I do. And the thing is, I can't change nobody. Only God can change somebody. But I don't want to change nobody. You know what I mean? Because